Okay, Angie, it's me. I'm keeping my hat on to hide my sweaty hair. I've been busy all day and I haven't even taken a shower yet. So I'm gonna do my first video for you. We'll start with arms since you're ordering your little weights. So the ones I'm gonna do, they're like really helpful for the back of your arm. I know that's one of the parts that you said you were really interested in. So I'm just gonna start you off with 2 reps of 8. In the class, I would normally do 4 sets of 8. But you'll see even a little 3-pound weight will get heavy after a while. So anyway, you're gonna start with your feet about hip distance apart. And you wanna line up your ear with your shoulder, shoulder with your hip, hip with your knee. So you want to be in one nice line. So you want to avoid this. You want to avoid sticking your butt out. And I will cue rib to hip. So what that means is you're literally taking your rib, the bottom of your rib, and pulling it to your hip. So if this would be like popped ribs, I call it. So if you bring that rib to your hip, it gets you out of this. See, you have a lordotic spine here. So if you take your rib and bring it to your hip, it brings your pelvis forward and puts you in more of a straight neutral position. So that's that. So I'll go sideways so you can see. The next thing is you don't want to be bent over like this to do it because that's going to put all the pressure on your back right here and that's not going to feel great at all. So what you want to do is you have like a little soft bend in your knees. It's a hip hinge. So you're going to hinge like that. So see how my back is at a nice diagonal? From that point, take your hands at your hip. You're going to do tricep kickbacks. So your elbows are going to stay in line with your shoulder. You're going to look at the floor about 2 to 3 feet in front of you. Your abdominal muscles, you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine. So you're here, and pretend there's a broomstick underneath both of your elbows. So you're holding onto that broomstick, and you're going to extend and bend. So you're going to stop right at your hip here. So you want to make it an intentional move and not just swinging like this, just using momentum, because that's not going to do anything. So hand right by your hips, elbows in, looking ahead, so your head's in line with your spine. You're going to kick back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and squeeze your triceps as you're going back. 8. Do another set of 8. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you need to take a break after that one, because if you've never done it before, you're probably already feeling it. The next one is a straight arm lift. So if you do these every day, you're going to see a big change in the back of your arms. Same position, do your little hip hinge, and your arms are going to be straight. The palms are going to be facing each other. Same position, and really ground your feet into the floor so you can feel your legs are active. From here, same position, start at your hips. You're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Make it intentional. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not going to be like this. It's a straight arm, stopping right at your hip. Promise you, you're going to feel your triceps. Go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the second exercise. The third exercise, you're just going to take your arms, palms face each other, and you're just going to squeeze your arms together. But again, you're not using momentum. It's with purpose. So squeeze. Think about squeezing from the back of your arm. So here you go. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, 1. The last one on that series, this one's kind of hard just because it's not in difficulty per se, but coordination, because I tend to be a little uncoordinated. So you're just gonna have your arms straight back, palms face up to the ceiling. You're in that same hinged position at your hips. So you should not be feeling this in your back or your neck at all. If you do, come up to straight. But you're here. Lift your arms a little bit higher than your hips. And you're gonna go over, under, over, under, under, over, under, over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if doing 2 sets of 8 of these is too much, just start with 1 set of 8. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's video 1.